Final Fantasy XVI DLC has some new items and weapons. Starting with the weapons. The best thing about the DLC is that you can get the Omega weapon. This is the weapon of Omega and is the strongest weapon currently in the game, excluding Ultima weapon. But that weapon you can only get in Final Fantasy mode. You can forge the Omega weapon after finishing the main quest, as this will provide you with all the required ingredients such as the Fallen Enforcer sword and the Omega no jewel. The Omega weapon looks pretty badass and has 40 more attack points than the Gotaram rune. The second thing that the game immediately gives you is the Buster Sword of Cloud. Just go to System Settings and claim your sword. This is a cool reference to Final Fantasy VII. The stats are not so high, but if you change your appearance you can just use the Omega weapon, but the game will show that you are using the Buster Sword, so problem solved. After you complete the first boss fight, you also get a new sword called the Fallen Enforcer. It is a sword which has higher stats than Gotaram rune, so in case you didn't get the Gotaram rune, which I can understand as it takes a while to get this sword, make sure to equip the Fallen Enforcer. The game doesn't provide new abilities unfortunately, but it does give new accessories. By the way, you will find these accessories just by playing the main quest, so don't worry that you won't find them. Some of these are the Fallen Belt and Bracelet, which will boost your stats, but there are also 6 new bracelets, starting with the Escapement Bit. The Escapement Bit reduces ability cooldown and restores small amount of HP following a precision dodge. So if you're a good dodger, this item can be handy for you. The effect is higher depending on the strength of the attack that is dodged. So dodging a special attack from a boss fight will give you more health. The Nourishment Bit increases your HP when taking damage while automatically restoring HP regain gauge. So after a boss hits you, your HP bar will automatically slowly refill. So this item is really handy when doing hard boss fights, as you don't need to use potions immediately after getting hit. The Bombardment Bit, this bracelet will increase your aerial attack power by 20%. So if you use Garuda or Phoenix a lot, this item may fit your attack style very well. Then there is the Disengagement Bit. This item shows you when you can parry an attack by changing the color of a target's display name. You can see here in slow motion that the name turns red, and that's when you know you can parry. When hitting the parry, the slowdown is increased by 20%, so you can do a lot of damage meanwhile. I'm not very good at parrying, so I haven't been able to hit the parry so often, so I don't use this item that much. The Aslan Bit. This is the best item of the DLC. This item increases your damage multiplier for staggered enemies, and it increases the multiplier to maximum 200%. When hitting a staggered enemy with multiple icon attacks, double impact is activated and all attacks after that do amazing damage. What I do is I reserve all my icon attacks and get the enemy staggered. Once in staggered mode, you need to use at least 2 icon attacks simultaneously, so I use the Lightning Rod attack, the Giga Flare and Odin's Sword. And once you reach the double impact, all attacks after it are in red letters, and these attacks do amazing damage. And finally, the Reviven Bit. This one improves the Limit Breaker enhancement and also increases your HP regen during Limit Break. So you gain more health when equipping the Limit Break, but the best thing about this is that if you get a fatal damage while the limit gauge is full, a limit break is automatically triggered, preventing you from getting KO'd. So kind of like a last minute health bar. As you can see here, I'm letting the boss kill me and voila, the limit breaker goes off by itself and I have more health. That's the end of the video. I hope it was useful, and let me know in the comments which item you are going to use.